Welcome in, brothers. Today we're going to be doing the bullpen tier list. We've gone through every position on the diamond, including the DH, so make sure you guys are subscribed and leave a like so you don't miss out on those. Throw up a little playlist up in there. Today it's the relief pitchers, and today we're going to be doing it by bullpen. Tier list looks a little bit like this. Let's get into the video. If you want to see any of these guys playing during the season, use code Century17 on SeatGeek to save yourself $20 off. All right, let's go over the tiers. We got the elite, the great, the good, mid-meh, and AAA. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I've got nothing pulled up here as far as our research. I never really do for these. I know a fair amount. I know more than a fair amount. I know a lot about every bullpen. However, I might be missing some little under-the-radar names that your team knows. For example, for my Phillies, there are names that are like Matt Strom, who not under the radar, but Ryan Kirkering's another one who only like in-depth fans know. I don't know that for every team. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to do my very best. Starting with the Arizona Diamondbacks, last year they added some pieces to the bullpen. I kind of not lost in the World Series, but it was one of the main reasons. They did not have a good bullpen in playoffs. I should say in the World Series. It was good in the playoffs. They've got some young guys. George Kirby's there as well. Miguel Castro might still be there. I think they have a good bullpen. I think it's probably one of the weaker parts of their team, but they're still pretty good. Braves added Ronaldo Lopez to the back of that bullpen. Raisel Iglesias is there. Minter. I mean, they've got names. They're good. Probably elite. We'll see if I move him down, but probably elite. Baltimore, without Felix Bautista, I don't know how long. Maybe the whole year, but Yennier Cano is gross. Craig Kimbrell back at the bullpen. We'll see. I think it also belongs in good, maybe great for now. I think it's better than the Diamondbacks. The rankings and the tiers don't really normally matter. Yeah, I think it goes right on this fringe, though. They still have a pretty good bullpen. Really saved them back end. Very good. Boston, it's definitely one of the weaker parts of their team. Like most things on their team, it's probably in this mid to mid range. I'll put it in mid. I think they still have Kenley Jansen on their team, so at least they have a closer. Other than that, not a ton going on there in the bullpen. So the Cubs have, what's his name? Albert Alzolay, I believe is his name. Other pieces in there, yeah, I think that there's definitely an argument to be made. Alzolay is gross, by the way. I think it goes in good. I think it's more on this fringe, though, here. They didn't add to it. How about that? Live reaction. Dylan Cease just got traded to the Padres. How about it? Speaking of, the White Sox do not have a good bullpen at all. Yeah, it's probably their worst part of their team. I'll put it there in AAA. Cincinnati, they've got Alexis Diaz on their back end. There's holes in the bullpen for sure. They have a closer, like they have a good closer, which is really makes a big difference on this list. I'll put them in the bottom of the good, maybe even into mid. We'll see. Guardians still have Emmanuel Clase. The closers really make the big difference. I literally just said that, I know. I feel like they're always going to be a team with good pitching and both sides no matter what. I'll put it here in good. Rockies, you're just doomed if you're in the bullpen. Detroit's an interesting one because they've got like expendable, injury-prone-ish kind of players who might pop into the bullpen. We'll have to see. But they definitely are better than you would think. I think like they're like both sides of their pitching are toward this range. I'm gonna just see if like maybe like a Casey Mize maybe plays in the bullpen. I'm gonna put it in the top of mid for now. Houston, it's elite, dude. If you get to the 7th inning, your game is done. If you're losing in the 7th inning, game over. Brian Abreu, Ryan Presley, Josh Hader, no thanks. Royals added to their bullpen this offseason. However, the names like Lugo, you'd think maybe in the bullpen, no, they're gonna start. Lugo turned himself into a starter like last year. I think it also goes in mid. I think it's okay. Jackson Kowar, is he a bullpen guy? Angels added a lot to their bullpen, including overpaying, like paying a lot of money for, what was his name? Stevenson? Good grief, they paid like a ton, like $30 million plus. I'll be honest, I think it's good. I think they've got names they do every year. Their bullpen's not what loses them games. Yeah, I'll put them here in good. Bottom of good. Dodgers this year, I'm interested to see maybe Kershaw goes to the pen. That'd be interesting. Back half of the year. They're also kind of a mix and match type of thing, but they're always good. I'm gonna put them in great. They could even be into elite. They don't have like the name. They don't have the big pop I want though in their closer role. Yeah, like Vesia and Phillips are good. They're always going to be above there. Miami had a very overperforming bullpen last year, that's for sure. They also trade away, who is it, Okert, I believe. I think it's still going to be good. Their pitching's always kind of good. Brewers still have Devin Williams, makes a big difference. I'm going to put him into good. They're another team that's just kind of a factory. Craig Counsell's not there. We'll see what happens. Mets, Edwin Diaz is back. He had like 3 strikeouts in an inning. Struck out the side the other day. Ottavino still there, I believe. I don't think D-Rob's probably signed, but they've still got a couple pieces there. Also, again, elite closer. I think it goes into good. A lot of teams in this fringe. Yankees, they've got names. Clay Holmes is also very like underrated, very good, not appreciated enough. Bullpen's always one of the strengths of this team. I'm going to put them into great. A's, it's kind of, pitching's just terrible there all the time. Phillies, hear me out. it's elite. Always, they've been like #1 in WAR, I think 2 years in a row now. I know WAR is not everything, but let me just run you through the names. And I know I'm a Phillies fan, so I know more about them. Jose Alvarado is gross. Sir Anthony Dominguez, yeah, down year last year, gross. Gregory Soto, disgusting. Matt Strahm was really good. Orion Kirkering is like the best slider in baseball. That's 5 names. Griff McGarry, if he comes up, he's got stuff. But we're really looking at 3 mainly. Yeah. Alvarado, Dominguez, very, very good. Soto is very, very good. Kirkering. Those are your big 4. I'll give you big 4. Yeah. Come back and talk to me when they're elite. Pirates, it's actually not bad. Bednar is pretty good. I like Bednar. However, the other parts of their bullpen are not good at all. And it's more toward the mid. And Bednar is good. I think if I were to put him on a tier list, he'd be in the great tier, not elite. Padres lost Hater. They lost a lot of bullpen pieces like the last couple years. I am struggling to think of a name in their bullpen right now. I'll be completely honest. I'm going to put them in mid. Mariners bullpen always performs very well. It probably should be an elite. And last week you guys gave me the Flames. You thought that their rotation should be elite. Yeah, why not? They're always going to be near the top. Giants have Camilo Duvall. They have the Rogers, both of them now, maybe? Both of them, yeah. I'm gonna put them in good. All right, the Cardinals, I think they still have Helsley, who like was great 2022 until the playoffs when it mattered most. Are there names? Yes. Palante, is he still there, I think? I think it also goes in good. Rays bullpen, to me, will always be elite until it's not. It is every single year. They round out the elite tier. Rangers bullpen, I don't understand how that bullpen held up for a World Series. I'll be honest. Leclerc is good. He's not. I would have tried to get Hater if I was them. They got the World Series. Their bullpen does not look very good. I'm gonna put it toward this mid tier. Maybe it's harsh, but I'm also just running out of room in the good tier. We'll see. We'll go down. All right, no, I'll put him into good. We'll put him into good. Twins bullpen is pretty fantastic, and Johan Duran is one of the most electric players in baseball. Yes, players. It's great. It's not elite. Blue Jays bullpen, Jordan Romano is good. He fell off a little bit, though. They have better long men and better middle of the bullpen kind of guys. Kind of want to go good with them, though. Finally, the Nationals. Finnegan is good. And shoot, what's the guy's name? Oh, my gosh. Hudson? Daniel Hudson? No. Wow, I'm caught up 4 or 5 years ago, whenever that was. I can't remember the guy who's there with Finnegan, but they make a really good 1-2 punch. I think it goes in mid. Last year, they were like all righties, no lefties. Need to kind of diversify that. So the Mets here is blank. That's fine. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe. Have a great day.